El Señor es mi bastión, mi baluarte y salvación, es mi Dios.
More of the David Trigg Show coming right up here on Gozo TV, Gozo for the whole family. Welcome back, everybody, to this awesome Friday, as they say. It's almost 2 o'clock here on this afternoon. Last segment, what does the Bible say about roles and traditional roles, male models, female models? Does the Bible say that the man has to work and the woman has to stay home and take care of the babies? Or is that just a social thing? Now, is the Bible against men staying home and the women working, or does it matter again? Well, we don't really have anything specific per se, but we do have some thoughts and maybe some guidelines, not guidelines, but maybe some guides, just simply some guides on how to think about role models. So look at this in Genesis 1. I always go back to the beginning, literally. First, God created the heavens and the earth, all you see, all you don't see. Now, let me go all the way down to where it talks about man. Okay, so way down here below, verse 26. Let us make humans, let me see here. Let us make humans, it says, human beings in our image. Make them reflecting our nature so they can be responsible for the fish in the sea. So now here's some language now, right? Talking about the purpose of man, the purpose of humanity. God is getting to the best part of his day, right, or of his week, is the creation of man and a woman. And so he says, let us make human in our image. So now we're talking about DNA, right? We're talking about similarities to Creator God. I mean, he just created heaven, earth, light, seas, oceans. So that obviously in us, right? So we're creative beings. Yes, I think we are, no doubt. Make them reflecting our nature. So now we're talking not just about our image, but now our nature. What is God's nature? He's just, he's loving, he's kind, he's full of grace, he's a fire. He's got a lot of attributes, right? What else does it say here in our nature? Then it says, so they can be. Now we're talking about responsibility. Now he's saying, it's not just be like us. Now he's saying, so that you, meaning us, can be responsible for the fish in the sea, the birds. Now, is he saying that we should all be fishermen and cattle herders? Of course not. He's talking about whatever is in the earth that we should be responsible for it, right? So now we're talking about responsibility. We're talking about caring for someone. Now the whole caring element is introduced. So they can be responsible for the fish, caring and responsibility. You have to build maybe fish tanks for the little goldfish. You have to feed the animals, or otherwise they die. Have you ever taken care of a dog? You have to walk the dog and pick up the poop and buy the right food. And if they get too big or too small, caring for an animal is a big deal, much less for another human being. The sea, the birds in the air, the cattle, and yes, earth itself. What? We're supposed to take care of the earth? You mean all this stuff about the environment isn't just some left-wing propaganda? We're supposed to take care of the earth, it says here? It's hard to fight with the fact that we have an effect on this earth, right? Just clothes. It has to go somewhere. You've seen all the videos, right? Clothes hardly decomposes. It just becomes this huge stack of junk out in some landfill or in the ocean, right? Because fabric takes forever to decompose. Anyway, responsibility, it says here, take care of the earth. What else it says? And blah, blah, blah. There it was. Let's see, where am I? Responsible, earth itself, and every animal that moves on the face of the earth. God created human beings. He created them godlike. Wow. Reflecting God's nature. He's repeating what he just said, created them male and female. So now we're talking about genders, right? Male, female, anatomy, purpose. Women carry babies. Males, they don't. Males have a stronger physical body. Women have different characteristics and all these things, right? That are uniquely male and female, obviously, right? God blessed them. And here's the blessing. Okay, here's the Shema, or the blessing, right? Here's the purpose, you could say, right? If you're going to talk about purpose. Prosper. Reproduce. What? Have babies? Are we really supposed to have babies? It says here, right? Prosper. Prosper, it speaks of growth, of achievement. It means of improvement, right? Reproduce. I mean, there aren't any people back in those days. So obviously God's going to say, hey, we need to not die. So make babies, take charge. I mean, these are fun things, right? I mean, making a baby, having kids, take charge, be responsible again. Same thing, be responsible, right? For everything. And then he says, I give you every sort of seed-bearing plant, blah, blah, blah. All the animals, I give whatever grows. God looked over everything he made. It was good. It was good. It was very good. And it was morning, day 6. Wow. So we can learn a few things from there, right? Does it say that the man's supposed to go to work? I mean, there's, as you know, the story, it later talks about the curse, right, of Eden, that the male was cursed to sweat. It doesn't say that he's supposed to work and the woman not supposed to work. It just says that now it became kind of a curse. So is work a curse? I think most of us would say yes, right? Unless like me, I love what I do, but maybe you don't, right? You wish you could do something differently. But there is, even for us that love what we do, there's still a toil, there's still stress, there's still, maybe it's not physical stress, but it's mental or it's instability or whatever it may be. But I don't think there's anything there about the male has to go to work and the woman has to stay home. I think it's dealing with bigger concepts of responsibility, of reproduction, of caring, of multiplying, of being, responsible, right? Maybe of working together. Maybe the whole male-female thing deals with not only sexuality, but also with supporting each other. Obviously, we know here, and after that, in chapter 2, God creates a woman for man because he's alone. So, and you can get into the New Testament and kind of look at Paul and what he says about women, but I like to stay with Genesis 1 because it's the foundation, excuse me, of our story. So what does that mean to you and me? Well, excuse me. It simply means that really our main calling in life is to be responsible. It's to care. It's to take care and to tend to the things around us. So do you have a child? Care for the child. Do you have a house? Care for your house. Do you have a job? Tend to your work. Do you have a church? Care for the sheep of the church. Do you have a body? Care for your body. Do you just throw trash out the window because you don't care about the earth? Then care for the earth. Maybe ride your bike. Look, listen to little birdies that are out here. I mean, Jesus says in Matthew 5 and 6, if he takes care of the birds of the sky and the trees, how would he not take care of us? If he takes care of us, why wouldn't we do the same and take care of our responsibilities? So I guess a question for us is, what is your responsibility today? What do you need to be responsible for today? Are you being irresponsible in an area? Are you disregarding your body, your family, your thoughts, your mental ideas? Are you disregarding your purpose? Are you stuck just complaining? Man, I have so many people, friends, family, that all they do is complain all day long about what's wrong, the past, what didn't happen, what didn't go well, what you did to me 10 years ago, 3 years ago, heck, last week. And they're not living out their purpose. They're just big complainers. What if instead we were people of, not of purpose, but of courage and of responsibility? You notice how in those verses, it doesn't say, and here is your purpose. It's all about responsibility, caring for others, multiplying the earth, about tending to what's in front of us. That's it. Tend to what's in front of you. For me, my church, my family, my home, my body, you, who I love so much, tend to what's in front of you. If someone is sick in the hospital, if someone needs an encouraging word, tend to them. Be responsible. Oh, but I'm so busy. I'm so stressed. I'm so tired. Oh, my life is so hard. That's why we lose our way. It's because we focus so much on ourselves. Oh, my girlfriend left me. Oh, traffic. I don't have any money. Oh, my job is hard. Oh, my goodness. Begin to read Genesis 1, reproduce, tend. I'm not saying go and have babies. I'm just saying, build a family, tend to what's in front of you. Be a responsible employee. Be an amazing student. I don't like my teacher. Be an amazing student because you never know how that step 1 leads to 2, 3, 4. and then soon you'll be the principal of the school or the superintendent or the president of these United States, which we need better presidents. Can you say amen to that? Well, guys, thanks so much. I'm out of here. So glad. Please make sure that you go to websitedavidtrigg.com for all my latest content. Subscribe to my podcast. And thanks again for watching. And I will see you next time. Miss some of today's show? Get it on demand at davidtrigg.com. And make sure to tune in to Goso TV weekdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, right here on Goso TV, and streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Instagram. Goso for the whole family.